Gold experience. Ya no power.
Fucking hell, has it already been 10 minutes since I've hit to go live? Or did I not switch? Oh, I didn't start the timer, did I? Fuck. How long do I have left? I was going to make sandwiches. Fucking proper streamer things. I don't even know when I started. Oh, well, it's close enough. Might as well just get into it, innit? I'll make sandwiches if I get hungry as we do the stream. And I know I'm on the wrong screen. One sec. Oh, Jesus, fuck. All right, Jesus. Okay, let me take. First of all, I can get rid of the Dono Go because we've been donating through the website. Actually, this is what we can focus on. All right. Hey guys, how is everyone doing? My voice is better off today, but I'm coughing a lot, so you will have to just live with it because there's fuck all I can do about it. I fed my cat, played with her. I've done well at work today. Kicked my girlfriend out of the house because she's burned the chicken again, so there should be no interruptions to my stream. None at all. I can actually start doing the stream things properly. How are you doing, guys? How is everyone? It's Friday, which means the weekend, which doesn't really mean that much if you're not a wagey cagey. But it is what it is. Cat, have you been talking to British friends? No, but I've been watching, no, it's just, I'm having a moment, is what this is. How are you doing, guys? How is everyone? Saku, Cooper, Lua, Unix. Who else do we have here? Shadow's here. Beans is here. Have I missed anyone? Is this the bunch? I'm not ignoring anything, okay? I'm just making sure that the stream runs proper. All right. We've raised 839 zlotys, which is slightly shy of 200 bucks, I want to say. Which between my own... Oh, no, that's slightly above 200 bucks, actually. 220 bucks, all right? Which is also... Oh, sorry. If the dono doesn't work, it's because the bot isn't on. Let me just... let me turn it on. I knew I've forgotten something. Should be fine if you just give it a moment. Pretty sure Birdie would say it's abuse. Yeah, well, you know what? I don't care what Birdie has to say. I couldn't give you a fox even if I put active effort into it. All right, all the redeems and the sounds and everything else should be working now. Right, yes, so we've raised slightly over 200 bucks, which between this and my own personal contribution to the cause that I've already sent out through the care package, and also the shit that we decided to buy today. Jesus, that was loud.
Making piss.
Okay, I definitely need to make those quieter, but I think I can do that in real time. Bear with me as I talk.
Stun him with a dragon punch.
Yeah, that one's definitely getting quieter. Dude, I've made those too loud. Fuck. Okay, let me just bump the volume down to 20%. If you want to do the redeems now, try the Dragon Punch. I'll see if it uploads in real time, like it refreshes in real time.
Stun him with a dragon punch to the back of the head.
Okay, it does. Very nice. So yeah, so we are realistically, as the KrysSpeaks entity, fucking Poland Ltd, we have raised about, I want to say, $350 overall, which makes me incredibly fucking happy, and I'm very glad that we've done so, because it's cool as fuck. The power of being a strong black woman. Absolutely true, baby. Let's fucking go. Now, the fundraiser we're gonna continue today. Just for posterity's sake, this money box is going to be active for as long as the main fundraiser is active, which is another month, I think. I believe it's until the end of next month. Once that is over, then all of the money will be from the money boxes will be transferred to where it should go. And I believe that at that point, you will all receive a nice little thank you note to your emails, like a thank you letter that I have written myself. I'd say handwritten, but not quite, it's not quite there. 350 buccarinos. Could that buy a mansion in Poland? 2, I've heard. Bro, if this could buy 2 mansions, there would still be like thousands of people that are homeless as a result of these floods. It's been a bitch and a half, man. I wish this could buy you a mansion. Bro, if this could buy you a mansion, I'd be fucking bawling right now. But yes, alright. Content-wise then, shall we? We have a little bit of brain rot ready for you. Then I've got a sneak peek sorts into the next YouTube video, which I'll be working on over this weekend. I'm feeling well enough to actually speak into the microphone and think and do all the other good stuff. I'm not feverish anymore. My nose is not running. It's just something's fucking with my throat, which I suppose this means that this is the sort of end game for the sickness. So it should be fine very soon. I think the floods are real. Hey, Christopher Wallace, how you doing, buddy? How's it going? So yeah, content-wise, we've got Ethan Klein beefing with Hassan's community. Not Hassan himself, I don't think so. I believe Hassan's made a few small comments on this topic, but Hassan's kind of busy blaming everything on DGG and Destiny to like actually properly get invested into trying to sort this entire fucking mess, which I personally find entertaining because I think Hassan's a piece of shit. But I imagine that if you're an actual fan of Hassan, then you will be gladdened, if only slightly, to know that I don't plan on going too hard on him today. Unless we do watch that video where he rants about, like, how his community has no space to go to enjoy, and it's all his own fault. It's literally his own fault. He's fucked his own Reddit into the ground. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, because it's not the subject of today's stream. Then we've got a Charlie Kirk Jubilee video. Again, yes, Cooper, again. And Cooper, this is the thing. Do you know what it's over this time? I will give you, just Cooper, okay, because the rest of you are too terminally online, so you'll know the answer. I will give you 3 guesses, Cooper, what Ethan is beefing with Hassan's community over, okay? You get 3 guesses. So, tell me what you think. Just fire all 3 away, and I will let you know if you get, like, if you get in there, if you close. And as Cooper's doing that, we will watch a video of Charlie Kirk debating 25 woke students, which is very different to Charlie Kirk's usual content of going to campuses and debating students. So I am expecting some very highbrow fucking level of discourse here. It's probably going to be better because these people, I think, volunteered to be there rather than just having to, like, happen to be random students there. But I wish that they would, for a change, make Charlie debate adults, because that has not happened once in his entire fucking weird career. I also never noticed, until I saw some clips on the internet, that he has a very weird fucking teeth to gums ratio, which, I mean, look, it's not that big of a deal, but it does come across kind of fucking creepy when he's staring into your soul. I have no clue. Jew stuff? No. Age of consent is also no. It's not circumcision. You might want to stop streaming on YouTube for Jubilee because they apparently do content ID DMCAs. Can they DMCA me if I'm not monetized? They probably can, right? Because DMCA is to do with the copyright stuff. Oh, that's a right bollocks. Do they actually do that? Proper fucking wankers. Well, if we end up, if this ends up being a concern, then I'm just gonna stop streaming to YouTube and we'll stick to Twitch for this stuff. But we can do the earlier stuff without, without turning off the YouTube stream. And once we're done with this, or maybe before this, I don't know, there's another version of this where they found one woke teen person, student, youngster, and 25 MAGA supporters, and now they're debating him. I don't know why on one side you get an adult who's been in like the political commentary for like a decade or longer now, debating college students, and here you now get a reverse of a college student debating adults, but it's also like the positions are reversed here. It's a bit bizarre, but Jubilee's doing Jubilee stuff. They'll probably try and run like all the other options as well. The justification of using radios to kill baddies? Also no. I should have said the beefing happened before the Hezbollah stuff, so not that. I do like how Chris has already infantilized the woke students through... I mean, you can think that I'm infantilizing people, but it's woke students, right? It's students. I would like to see Charlie Kirk debate an adult. Whether you consider that infantilization, I don't know, and I don't care. It's if you do, then I don't know. You're stupid. I know what to tell you, Chief. Okay, I will tell you though. I'll tell you, okay? I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler before we do the Ethan stuff. The actual beefing of Ethan with Hassan's community this time is over Bin fucking Laden. Because Hassan's community is attacking Ethan, who's attacking Bin Laden. I shit you not, that is the level we're at currently. Ethan's unhinged scrolling through Instagram looking for anyone who's like attacking him for attacking Bin Laden, and then he's attacking them for attacking him for attacking them over like attacking him attacking Bin Laden. It's the whole thing is so strange, man. Peak internet brainrot. Hell yeah, Danny. How you doing, buddy? How's it going? But before we go there, I have a bit of a brainrot prepared for us. This brainrot's pretty good, if I do say so myself, because it's over the live-action One Piece adaptation, the second season. We've got some VTuber drama happening, and this is to do with the video that I will be making over the weekend. And we've got some Dragon Age discourse. Now, many of you won't be aware of this because you will only know if you've been in my Discord for a while and if you've caught me talking in the gaming channel about this specifically. One of my all-time favorite gaming universes is Dragon Age. I've played Dragon Age games when I was a kid. Dragon Age Origins was one of the first RPGs I've ever played, and I fell in love with that game when my fucking city elf ran an execution train on the fucking guards that have stolen my wife to be, okay? Little Chris was fucking sold at that point, Chief. I was, Dragon Age Origins fucking slapped. And the best part about the age that I was at the time is that when Dragon Age 2 came out, it was significantly worse, but I was at this absolutely uncritical age when it comes to video games. I was just enjoying the shit out of it. And then Origins came out when I was already like I want to say, when did Origins come out? Hold on. Not Inquisition, sorry. Because I want to say I was either a young adult or I was... Oh, no, neither one of those, actually. Well, hold on, I'm 25. Dragon Age Inquisition came out in 2014, so a decade ago. So I will have been 15 at the time of it coming out. So I was slightly more critical when it comes to appreciating games. And Dragon Age Inquisition was a genuinely good game. Now they're making the fourth one. Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, I watched the gameplay, and I'm gonna be real with you boys and girls, and my non-binaries in there, okay, my NBs. It kinda looks fucking garbage. I was super disappointed. I am still super disappointed. I think that there's something rotten happening at BioWare and has been for ages now, and I hope that I'm wrong. Now, the game itself, I should actually say, the game itself doesn't look that bad. It just doesn't have anything to do with Dragon Age, right? Like, Dragon Age Origins is the golden standard, and they did not do the triangle bitch study thing from fucking... What's that Will Smith movie that I'm thinking of? The one with the Sucker for Pain music. And I'm all over the place. You know what I mean, right? When Will Smith was doing Will Smith, he was playing Deadpool. Suicide Squad, that's what I'm thinking of. But anyway, they started releasing some footage from the character creator in Dragon Age Veilguard. And we're going to watch 20 seconds of it, and I will let you figure out what the popular reaction to these things is. Then I'll tell you why I don't mind these things at all. And then I'll tell you what I actually do mind big fucking time. And why I think that this is the woke agenda at play, okay? The wokies are ruining the things I love. Kinda. Oh, fuck. So, let us listen.
But he, him, she, her, and they, them, and then your gender is man, woman, non-binary. Love that. Love the inclusivity. Top surgery scars are also included in this for all of our trans and non-binary rooks out there. I absolutely was blown away by this. It's beautiful to see the inclusion in the game and to see yourself represented. But he, him.
That's it. That's the 22-second clip. Rook, to anyone who doesn't know, is the, like, that's you. You are the Rook. The name of the character is Rook, like the chess piece. Now, here's the thing. The toggle did nothing because the quality got fucked because it's Twitter. There are, like, actual scars there. Here's the thing. And I can't believe I'm saying this, okay? We live in a weird time. These toggles are optional. These, like, all of this is you control the buttons that you click. People complaining about this is kind of strange to me, but the reason why it's strange is because people moaned about similar things in Baldur's Gate 3, and Baldur's Gate is again like a golden standard, because Baldur's Gate lets you customize the shit out of your characters, right? It's woke as fuck, but the game is genuinely fucking brilliant, right? It is so good, it's unbelievable. So obviously people are moaning about the fact that you can have the current train of thought is that it's bad to be able to have the scars because it's a magical universe and they should use magic to change your sex or your gender, and therefore there should be no scars, which I don't really think that makes sense in universe. I don't think there is any magic in Dragon Age that powerful, at least I've never heard of it and I've played all of the games. All of like this illusion type of shit that they might be getting at with like the changing of your appearance, it's the illusion stuff because it's only temporary, right? But that notwithstanding, I kept looking into this because I was just curious, right? Because the fucking pronouns discourse again. I did find one thing that I got annoyed by, and I don't like it when game developers do this, and it bothers me when they do this. It like genuinely bothers me, and I'm curious to bounce my thoughts and feelings off of you guys in chat so you can tell me if this bothers you as well. Within the Dragon Age universe, you have a variety of races that you can choose to play, right? You've got the Qunari, which are like these big, burly, horned sort of beings, right? There's, like, they look kind of like humans, but just grey, horns, angry, that type of shit. You've got dwarves, you've got elves, you've got humans. Now, somebody got their hands on the character creator, and they were experimenting with shit. I don't know if you can see this very well. I'll see if I can zoom in so that you can see it a little bit better on stream, although I don't think it will let me. Actually, it's good enough, I'd say. This is the thing, I actually don't like this. I genuinely don't like this. So they give you like these sliders that you can control to change what your character looks like, right? The body proportions. Whoever's controlling this character increased chest size to max, and like you can see what max breast size in this game is. I don't get why every time that, like, well, I shouldn't say every time because again, Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't make this mistake. I don't get why every time they try and do this thing where like we're trying to be more inclusive and we're trying to be more progressive and we're trying to include more customization options, which is always good. Why is there is always this fucking underlying implication that if you're like a curvaceous woman, if you've got big tits, there's something wrong with you. Why? What's the point of why are you not allowed to have huge fucking badoinkadoinks? What's wrong with having absolute mummy milkers? I know women, human women, who have big milkers. It's okay to include big fucking titties in your video game. Nobody's gonna have an issue with that. You're weird for not including it, frankly, even though I understand what I sound like talking about big badoinkadoinks. And 3, you are gonna get a shitloads of people with fucking brainworms in their heads thinking that like whatever inclusivity shit's going on here, it's like weirdly hostile to the things that they do actually like. And again, Baldur's Gate is a perfect example of how people don't really complain as much about all of the woke shit that's going on when you don't take away the stuff that they do like. Now, again, this is like beta, alpha, whatever the fuck. The game isn't out yet. This is just like early access footage, whatever this is. I don't know. I don't care. I hope that they change it, but I don't like it. It's stupid. It's stupid and it's insulting. If I was a woman with big titties, I'd feel insulted by shit like this. Because you can be sure that when I choose a male character and I start fucking with the bulge size, I'm gonna give myself a horse cock so fucking profound that Vorsh is gonna hear the fucking reverberation of my voice in the air, right? Like the Greybeards talking to you in Skyrim when I nut, alright? Vorsh is gonna get that straight into his fucking head. And it's stupid that you don't get to have the same thing, but with big titties. I don't think so, Cooper. At least I haven't found one. It could be the case that I'm completely incorrect, and also the bulge size also doesn't change anything, in which case, again, why? Let me have my horse cock. Let me have my huge fucking mummy milkers. It's so frustrating. It's genuinely frustrating to me that I get to, like, don't do this. Why are you doing this? It makes it feel like there is an actual woke agenda at play, you know what I mean? It's strange. I don't like having those feelings in my head. Actually, that's a lie. I don't remotely care about feeling that way because it's true. Fix it right the fuck now, alright? Why is the chest size slider to the max here? Or is it just the Kunari? Maybe humans and elves and dwarves have big tits, and it's just the Kunari that have small ones because of, like, lore reasons, which also makes no fucking sense, but whatever. I really hope that they fix this, because this is not good, okay? Whatever they were thinking here, not Praxis. No, Beans, I'm saying maybe. I don't know. Because we can't get our own, like, I can't get my own hands on this. I'm just reliant on what they put up on the internet for me to browse and peruse. And so, yeah, I genuinely, because I want this game to do well. I don't think I will enjoy it anywhere near as I did Origins. It's not the same company anymore. It's not the same due diligence anymore. It's not the same direction anymore. Nothing about it is going to be Origins, but it can be a good game. It's not going to be a good Dragon Age game, but it can at least be a half-decent RPG. And that's okay for me to download a pirated version of it and play it for free, okay? That is enough. But I want... Here's the thing. And also, fuck, because I might be going unhinged and you don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about if you don't play these games. In all of the Dragon Age games, romance is a big part of the game. Now, if you don't want to take part, you don't have to. You don't have to, like, flirt with anyone. You don't have to have sex with anyone. But the option is there. You can flirt with your companions. You can fuck your companions. In Dragon Age Inquisition, there were mods that you could download so that, like, it lets you do a polyamory thing. Because some of the characters are very monogamous and some are not. So if you start flirting with someone who's monogamous and you want to, you know, sort of explore the anuses of the other people there as well, then they will get pissy with you and they will, you know, put a no limits thingy sign on them. There are mods to deal with that, and that's kind of whatever, right? I've seen people complain about that, but I don't personally give a fuck. The point is that, like, there is always, like, this underlying sort of note of love, sex, affair, that type of thing. And so playing a game like this, where the characters' like proportions are weirdly constrained, is strange to me. I don't get it. If I wanted to make characters that look like me to play an RPG, I would just go outside. If I wanted to like have my own little RPG going, I'd put on a hockey mask, grab a stick, and like beat up children in the neighborhood when nobody's watching, right? Like, fucking easy, right? They ain't gonna win. And I can do whatever I want to do. But if I'm playing a video game, I obviously want a little bit more. I don't want the characters to look like me. I want to exaggerate certain features. Sometimes I want the characters to be giga fucking tall, sometimes giga small, sometimes I want them to have huge titties. And it's weird that, again, this is not letting you do that. Why are you making a human then? I wouldn't. Personally, I've always played Kunari in these games. I can't think of a single RPG that has ever given me choice of race where I have chosen to be human. Literally not even once. But yeah, I wanted to rant about this a little bit because it frustrated me. There's no reason for this. But that will be it for the Dragon Age stuff. We will probably talk about it more when the release date is upon us, because I'll be very curious as to the reviews and everything else that's going on, because there's going to be a lot of brain rot happening here. But I'm just curious if they make the game profitable. Because I always found the Dragon Age franchise incredibly endearing. I just don't like the direction in which BioWare has gone. And I don't like that this does genuinely feel like woke brain rot when you can have like top surgery scars, but you can't have big tits. That is strange, okay? Am I the only person who thinks that's strange? Am I crazy for thinking that's strange? I feel like that's a relatively level-headed take. But anywho, Dragon Age aside, there is another thing that happened that is interesting. I don't know how many of you are keeping up to date with this, but the One Piece live action first season was really fucking good. Now, I loved the shit out of it. I also genuinely recommend for you guys to watch it. It's probably the best anime adaptation that has ever hit the fucking cinema screen. I don't think there is a single one that comes even close to it. The choice of cast is amazing. The choice of the pacing so far has been really good. I have very minor complaints, but it's really good. So here's the thing. They're announcing characters for Season 2. Season 2 is going to introduce characters like Robin. And other than Robin, we're also going to have... what's the sand dude? Nico Robin and the sand dude. What the fuck is his name? Why did that just fly out of my head completely? Oh, bro, I'm outing myself as not a true One Piece fan, which is true, to be fair. I'm so far behind, it's unreal. Crocodile, that's the one. So they announced cast for Nico Robin, and they announced cast for Crocodile. Now, for Nico Robin, they have chosen... see if I can find her real quick, because this should have... There we go. They've chosen an actress named Lyra Abova. She is Russian, and that is all I know about her, and her being Russian. I've tried to look if there is, like, evidence of her supporting Putin, because that's the vibe that I was getting from people on Twitter, that she's, like, literally his goddaughter, and they go on fucking strolls across, you know, the nice little fucking park filled with corpses of underage Ukrainian children. But I couldn't find that, okay? All I found is that she just happens to be Russian. People, obviously, upon finding out that she's going to play Nico Robin, decided to see what she'd look like in character. So they found a cosplayer, and they cosplayed her face on top of the cosplayer. This caused issues. This caused issues because of... Obviously, as though it's like the fucking universe telling people to stop cosplaying, not cosplaying, stop Photoshop and shit. Someone took her face and put it, like, instead of the face of the cosplayer of Nico Robin here, right? And it looks pretty good, to be fair. She looks very good, actually. I'd be super fucking happy with this casting. Unfortunately, the person who was cosplaying Nico Robin here is Ukrainian. So what they've done, right, whether on purpose or not, I can't imagine it was done on purpose, is they've taken the face of a Russian actress and they photoshopped it on top of a Ukrainian cosplayer, and then sort of just, you can imagine where that went, right? I don't imagine anyone's checked, at least I hope they didn't do this on purpose, but it wasn't her, just to be clear, it was just some dude doing a Photoshop, or some chick, I don't fucking know, could have been an NB, I don't know, I don't care, it doesn't really matter. The point is that this is the original cosplay, right? It's from the Koza Karina, and she is Ukrainian, right? Also banging cosplay, by the way. Credit where credit is due. So, people started taking issues with this. But the way how people started taking issues with this struck me as very unhinged. First of all, I have no idea whatsoever why Russians being censored. Now, I will try and do the most good faith shit I can here, and maybe they're just trying to avoid, like, the Russian bots, because there's a lot of those on Twitter, but they're saying, like, Russian with a 4 instead of the U, instead of just Russian. There's also a conversation to be had about, like, Ukrainian being capitalized and Russian not, but, like, these are minor things I don't really care about. But people in the comments, man, like, there is... I don't know, I should have prepared some, because I don't want to scroll down, because there's inevitably going to be a fucking war footage. I'll see, actually, hold on, I'll copy this, and I will See if I can find the comments for you specifically. But people are being like really aggressive and really, really fucking aggro on the, like, against the Russian actress, right? The one that's going to play Nico Robin. And like, why? The fuck has she done to you? I understand she's Russian and I understand Russia bad, but like, bro, she doesn't control her fucking spawn, does she? She had no say in it. It was a random act of being born in one geography and not another. What? I couldn't find a single connection between her and anything to do with the war. I couldn't find any statements of hers like condoning the war. And nothing of that variety at all. Are they being racist? Of course they are, Lua. Like, of course they are. Maybe Z-Patriots had done the Photoshop. I imagine it was just some One Piece fan who found a random good Nico Robin cosplay and just photoshopped her face on top of it. And it's just so... I wish people were... Well, obviously, if you're Ukrainian, I'm going to cut you some slack. But anyone else, like, you need to fucking control yourself, because this is some cringe shit. At what point did it become acceptable to just attack any random Russian you bump into? As though it's their fucking fault that they live in a regime that if they speak out against, they will be punished. Bro, I should have found this video for you. It's only just dawned on me now. There is a video, a really good video, of, and this is just a single instance of like this happening constantly apparently in Russia. Some people were having a conversation on the bus, right? And like an old gentleman was talking to someone else about how he doesn't support Russia invading Ukraine, and some random bloke and his dad walked up to the old dude, started beating him up, grabbed him by his fucking head and his arms, dragged him out of the bus, and brought him to a police precinct. Random Russian people on the internet are not your enemy. Now, I know this might be a fucking hot take, but they're really not. And it's weird to see people attack them with so much vitriol when they've done nothing to you. Yes, Chino, it is Kunari, not Canary. Or Canary. To be fair, Shadow, for this you don't even need to know anything about One Piece. It's the idea of... It's just such a fucking stupid thing to attack someone over. And I don't know, the casting for this has been absolutely fire so far. I'll see if I can find you the other one, okay? Because I really like the actor that they've used for the other one. But again, I'm going to do this in here, because I have a feeling that if I... Dude, I should have made a private Twitter account and a streamer Twitter account, and I didn't. I just followed all of the fucking ethos, so to speak, on my main account. It shows. It shows. Okay? Because I cannot scroll through Twitter on stream anymore because you will see titties. And like, not in a way that I'm allowed to show you. There we go. This is him. I like this guy. I don't know how to pronounce his surname. Joey Maganiello? He's going to play Crocodile. And there is a picture of him somewhere. Okay, but this I think I can show you, because even though a nipple is showing, it's a male nipple, so Twitch is kind of... Twitch is okay with that, right? I'll see if I can find you a picture maybe without a nipple, though. Maybe that'd be a good place to start. Quick meme? Alright, let's check out the quick meme. Fucking hell.
Oh, there was a ghost! This ectoplasm! Did you see the ghost? It ran through here and slimed me! Oh, that wasn't me, that was a spooky ghost!
Me, every time, man. Every time. Holy shit, I haven't seen this before. This is a dog shit Photoshop, but just to put this in perspective, maybe. Someone's grabbed a picture of him at like some event where his hair slicked back. They just drew the crocodile line on him and drew a fucking cigarette. Or a cigar, rather. I'm feeling good about the casting. I'm gonna be honest with you. They haven't missed so far. Every casting choice that they've made has been really, really good. Yeah, Christopher, that sounds about right. That happens quite a lot. But yeah, and in the very final bit of Brainrot that I've got for you for today, I don't know how many of you know Fruit, who is a VTuber, a very popular VTuber. She's a part of VShoujo, very popular, millions of viewers, like a very, very, very popular person. She tweeted, "I want to share a piece of myself with you for a moment," and dropped a Google Docs manifesto that is 90 pages long. Now, the reason why it's 90 pages long is because the formatting of it is dog shit, and the reason why it's 90 pages long is because a substantial chunk of it are screenshots of messages that she is showing in order to prove a certain narrative. Now, I can't speak to the substance because it's 90 pages, and I haven't read through 90 pages, but the few pages that I've had a look at seem pretty decent. This is not like a Destiny level manifesto, but it works. This, like, caused a lot of controversy, as you'd imagine, because it's a big VTuber talking about, like, abuse and sexual abuse and complicated relationships and just a lot of sort of, let's say, very, very human drama, let's just say. And so a lot of people have a lot of thoughts, and a lot of people are attacking her for a lot of different reasons. And what I'm going to do is I already started fact-checking some relevant, I think, chunks of the document, and I'll make you a video over the weekend over what this manifesto is about, what the sort of core criticisms are, and whether Fruit has actually done the things that people are criticizing her for. Now, I haven't done the full research yet, so my final thoughts will obviously change, or might change rather, but insofar, I'm interested in telling you about this video and the fact that I'm making it, because it seems like, for a change, I'll be defending someone rather than attacking someone. Well, obviously I'll be attacking plenty of people, but it seems like Fruit might genuinely be in the clear here, and people are just being fucking unhinged. Just to give you a slight, just a sliver of a spoiler, just so you understand what's happening here. She was in a very abusive relationship with an ex who was trashing her and thrashing her, because there was apparently physical abuse as well, who said that she cheated on him. That is all that I've managed to find so far. There is no evidence of that whatsoever. The dude is like a genuine fucking piece of shit, but because when she allegedly cheated on him, he was in the army serving like an active duty, people are just attacking her over the fact that she cheated on a soldier in active duty. They're also attacking her for a lot of other shit that she doesn't seem to have done as badly as people claim, so I'll be interested in doing a bit of a dive in, just as I did with Tiger, to figure out what the fuck is going on. So if you like VTuber content, good for you, you're about to get a little bit more of it. I could be misremembering. Let's see. I forgot the details from the first season. I probably need to watch it again. Who was Crocodile again? They haven't mentioned him in the first season yet. He is a big antagonist that is... I think he's the biggest antagonist of the next season. I don't know if the entire arc is going to be the Alabasta stuff, or if they're going to include other stuff as well. There's a lot that happens in the Alabasta arc, right? Like, shit is coming back to me. You've got the agent dudes, Yeah, there is a lot. I don't know how much they're going to go through. I'm super curious about the casting of other characters now then. But whatever the case might be, but we'll see. We'll see when One Piece Season 2 launches. I'm very hopeful, because so far it's been fucking fire. So yeah, this is what we're going to be doing, what I'm going to be doing over the weekend, and hopefully you'll get to enjoy the fruits of on Sunday, I think. If not on Sunday, then on Monday. Alabasta is the name of the location where a lot of the story arc happens, but you don't really need to know any of this, Chido, because they're going to introduce you to all of this. We know because we've watched the anime, but it's not going to matter to, like, live show viewers. But yeah, for the Brainrot stuff, this is kind of it. Let me refresh here just to see if anyone's... and people have, in fact, donated. Lua coming at us with 200 of fake monies. I don't know what SEK is. There's probably missing, like, an S at the end. But jokes aside, thank you very kindly, Lua. Please take my money, okay, and thank you. We're on 909 Polish zlotys. Let's fucking go. So, do we want a little bit of Ethan drama coming to us straight from the DGG Reddit? Because DGG Reddit is where I get my information, because this is where you get true information from. This is where you get facts from, okay? All the other Reddits, fake, misinformation, unmoderated, filthy. DGG, pure fucking class. So, I don't know where to start this, because I'm going to be finding out a lot with you in real time. I haven't gone through everything that's happened. I haven't had a chance to. But it's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I don't know if you can see this very well. Let me see. You can see it well enough, I want to say. The bits that you can't see, I'm just going to tell you what they say. Actually, there might be a thing that I'm missing here. Okay, this is how I believe the story went. So the Mao Wow, this dude from Twitter, who is Hassan's TikTok editor, makes a post about Bin Laden. Ethan responds with basically disagreeing over what Bin Laden's letter was actually about. Bin Laden, sorry, this is his Instagram post. So Ethan saying, Bin Laden's letter is in part a response to this. What are we calling you to do and what do we want from you? He asks. He goes on to express the kind of conservative moral panic and righteousness it is hard to believe TikTokers would ever support. We call you to be a people of manners, principles, honor and purity. To reject the immoral acts of fornication, homosexuality, intoxicants, gambling, and trading with interest, he wrote. Bro, if you just let the gays off the hook, like, actually, I was going to say that so many people would band behind him, but I've fucking forgotten how many people are homophobic nowadays. Never mind, Chief, carry on. You are the worst civilization witnessed by the history of mankind. He has a TikTok editor that's a fan of Mao. Apparently so. The first thing that we're calling you to is Islam. Complete submission to Salafi Islamism and of the discarding of all the opinions, orders, theories and religions which contradict with the religion. Bin Laden later rails against the US Constitution, lamenting, you are the nation who, rather than ruling by Sharia of Allah, is in constitution and laws. Choose to invent your own laws as you will and desire. Then the Mao Wow person says, oh sorry, no, this is the original post. Do Americans actually know why Bin Laden did all that? Or do they all believe he hated that they can vote or something? So he obviously responds with, he did quite literally hate Americans because they could vote and had freedoms. He specifically states in his writings the reason: homosexuality, lack of Sharia law, drug use, lending of money, and letting Jews run the country. Please read his writings before regurgitating tanky talking points and running defense for a mass-murdering, homophobic, anti-Semitic piece of shit. Fuck Bin Laden and anyone trying to rewrite history. Now, when I woke up on this day, I didn't think there were going to be people defending Bin Laden or attacking Ethan for attacking Bin Laden, but apparently they are. And here's the thing, this is why, and if you get this lost in the sauce, then you deserve all the shit that you're getting. And there's a reason why I'm saying this, because Ethan slung shit at a few people that a lot of people are claiming he shouldn't have, and I couldn't disagree more. When Ethan starts ranting about how bad Bin Laden was, and you attack Ethan, that makes it seem like you agree with Bin Laden, right? And you have to understand, when there are also different slivers of information that might even be wrong, but they exist out of context in the sort of ether of the internet, certain conclusions can be drawn. So for instance, if let's say you are a moderator or a big supporter of Hassan, who said that America deserved 9/11, and you're also attacking Ethan, who is attacking Bin Laden, it kind of makes it sound like you are defending Bin Laden and what he did. So, the battle is joined by another individual. The one whose name we only invoke when she says something fucking stupid, because I don't think I've ever seen her say anything remotely smart. Rogan decides to take part with a quote tweet of a quote tweet. So Comrade Cassie says, Ethan Klein has never heard of historical analysis because you need to attack Ethan, who's attacking Bin Laden. And Frogan quote tweets this and says, this motherfucker never shuts up. Oh my god. So, Ethan says, this is a Hassan mod telling me, a Jewish man, to shut the fuck up because I dared to say Osama bin Laden was bad and hated Jews. Please understand that this is why Leftovers ended and that her voice is not fringe within his community. Fucking clap back. And this is an important clap back for 2 reasons. Well, 3 reasons actually. First of all, do keep in mind, Frogan once again involved herself in this. Any shit that she gets as a result of this, any crocodile tears that you're going to see, there might actually not even be crocodile tears. She might genuinely be crying. She might genuinely be feeling like shit. All of that is ultimately her own fault because she chose to involve herself in this situation again after she had already been crying in the past over how when she involved herself in an H3H3 drama, people were very mean to her. And what they were mean over, just to be clear so that we all remember, is her supporting Hamas. Like, supporting. Not Palestinians, mind you. She supports Palestinians as well, but Hamas specifically. So, number 2 reason why this is important, this is the first confirmation that we've ever gotten of why Leftovers ended. Prior to this point right here, we didn't actually have the reason. We knew that Ethan and Hassan were beefing. I'll take a quick sip. We knew that they had political disagreements. They debated, they fought, they both cried on stream. Hassan's community was relentlessly attacking Ethan, but we never actually found out why the show ended officially. We've obviously arrived at our own conclusions, but that is what we did. We arrived at our own conclusions. This is a confirmation that this mentality that Frogan's showing us here is why Leftovers ended. So, he follows this up with, let me also say I give 0 fucks about Frogan's crocodile tears. She has inserted herself in the middle of my convos many times and cries when I respond to her. She is an official representative of Hassan's community and the pressure should be on her to behave better and not make his entire community look bad. I also blame Hassan for continually hand-waving her horrific behavior to the point that it's essentially an endorsement. And fuck Osama bin Laden in this life and the next. I like this look on Ethan. I like the fact that he's being aggressive with these people for a fucking change, and I really dislike Frogan. So just so all of my biases are clear here as well. Also, I've seen people laugh at the fact that he said that she's an official representative and like, who chose her to be an official representative? Ha ha ha. There was no democratic process. Ha ha ha. First of all, Hassan is a tanky. There is no democracy over there, okay? Second of all, he did. He chose her to be his representative when he is continually endorsing her and she works as a moderator of his channel. That's kind of how being a moderator somewhere works, especially if it's a big streamer that we're talking about. She does represent his community. Not Hassan himself, although you can argue, but his community for sure. So the saga continues. Lotmon, who is, I believe this is someone again from Hassan's community, but don't quote me on that. Maybe I should have a quick look. Lotmon X. Why does the Mao dude have an ex-father in his bio? I don't know, man. I don't know why any of these people do what they do and why they act the way they act and why they're so fucking removed from reality, why they're so cringeworthy, why their politics suck so much fucking ass. All of these questions are fair and I have no fucking clue. Did he kill his child? Well, no. If you put... Come on, Cooper. Don't dehumanize these people to that point. If he believes in Mao, then it's infinitely more likely that the kid just starved. He obviously didn't fucking kill him. Come on, bro. Jesus Christ. So anyway, this Lotmon person says, fuck it, I'll say it. Ethan Klein is a racist, Islamophobic, Zionist, genocide supporter who deserves the worst. Hey, Quill. Is Twitch still acting up for you? I'm sorry to hear that. Just to be clear, deserves the worst here doesn't mean deplatforming, right? We're aware of dog whistles and how they function. So, Ethan says, I have never once mentioned Frogan's ethnic or religious identity, but I'm always reduced to Zionist, and I'm the one being racist? This festering bigotry and straight up racism is applauded openly, and it is. This is nothing more than Nick Fuentes-style race-based hatred that you've spent the last 20 years telling us is the worst thing you can be. At this point, I'm sure you have much more in common with him than any liberal Democrat. Fucking true. Preach, King. Preach. Someone quoted him saying, I hate it when people act like Hamas or his community is fostering fucking slip over there. I hate it when people act like Hassan or his community is fostering anti-Semitism. For many leftist Jews, including myself, this community was a safe space after October 7th. This man for real needs to shut the fuck up. So to that, Ethan responds with, yes, every Jew I know is a Hamas simp. Here we see Davi's red thingy pointing down. I don't know what this means. On October 9th, him saying, can you all quit whining about Hamas? Just say you want the violence to continue. On October 26th, saying they're making me want to support Hamas even more. So, you know, just very balanced individual, clearly. And then Ethan is firing even harder, getting even more unhinged. So Adriana, with a fucking hammer and sickle in the in the profile icon thingamajig. These posts are protected, so they've protected their Twitter account, so you can't see what they're saying, you can't quote them. And H3H3 saying, I don't really understand why tankies are such hateful bigots, but they definitely get off on this hallucination of superiority. In truth, they are nothing more than morally lucky to live in a time and place where you can have the luxury of pretending to be a revolutionary and also buy a £5 jug of cheese puff from Walmart. Jeff Bezos is not sweating these fools because they are the laziest, unemployed, softest losers this world has ever seen. They get a dopamine rush every time they own a Zionist or capitalist on Twitter, which they've convinced themselves is enough for the day before returning to their hentai dating sim and Diet Mountain Dew, because as we all know, the revolution can wait for tomorrow. It's either this tweet or a different one where Ethan got into some shit over, because apparently one of the people that he quote tweeted and started firing against is a minor. Now, we'll get to that tweet because it's somewhere over here. This isn't chronological because, like, you can see how the screenshots work. It's kind of difficult to get it in like a chronological order. But here's the Comrade Casey again. So, Comrade Casey quote tweeted Ethan's post and says the guy who doxed me and called me an anti-Semite for an entire hour simply for criticizing his boulder dash. If that's too scary for you, then don't speak. Now, at this point, the big guns are being shown because he's used the word boulder dash. So Ethan's saying, get a load of this dipshit. Number 1, reviewing public accounts that you self-promote is not doxing. Moron. Obviously. You should cry about being a smaller creator next time, it's more effective. Number 2, yes, you criticized me. You also borderline stalked one of our crew members. Literal creep shit. Remember that part? And 3, this is the dude that larps as a radical revolutionary communist, but cries and pisses when someone writes mean things about him on the internet. You are a juice box revolutionary. Take a nap after you juice box, the revolution can wait, sweetheart. Here is more. Ethan Klein posting progressively smaller Twitter accounts to his Instagram stories with full knowledge that his fans and Destiny tagalongs, that's me, will go harass them. This is such a disgusting behavior. It is intimidation and bullying. He needs to get a fucking grip. With Ethan saying, sorry, but I gave up letting scumbags on the internet run their mouths about me a long time ago. You can also stop with the smaller account nonsense. If a tweet has traction, I don't give a fuck how many followers the author has. When and where in life do you get to talk shit with impunity? Take some accountability for the boulder dash you were saying. If that's too scary for you, then don't speak. I couldn't agree more. Bro, if you're gonna, and I hate the VTubers for this as well, because the VTubers do this all the time. Lou will be my fucking witness, and I mold every time this happens. They will do this thing where they will come out hard against someone in the vaguest manner possible, often not naming names, or often hiding behind being like smaller accounts. Bro, the way this works is simple. You call someone out on Twitter, you are entering a fucking battleground. And if that someone you've called out decides to quote tweet you, and then you get shit for it, and you then realize the overwhelming difference between being, you know, someone like Ethan, who has millions of YouTube subscribers, and someone like you, who has, like myself, 100 Twitter followers, then do you know whose fault that is? Yours. It's your fault. You did this. That's crazy because naming names is the best part. It's like eating cake but scraping all the frosting off. Tell me about it, Leonard. Do you know how... Why is your name suddenly Leonard is waiting? Do you know how bad it actually can be in the VTuber community, Leonard? This person corrected themselves, so I don't feel the need to go too hard. Someone was ranting on Twitter that one of the people who doxed Kenji, a different VTuber, like actually doxed him, real name, real pictures, everything, full on fucking doxed, which already is taboo in the VTuber community, should be even more so, has come back with a new model, new emotes, and is basically like distancing themselves from everything that happened, and then didn't tell me who it is. Like, can you imagine feeling strongly about like the fact that someone who's doxing people has come back and then not telling people who the fuck to look out for? Insane, absolutely insane. But this person said that they tweeted out when they were like tired and it was late, and then they've given the name. So at the very least, there's that. Oh, here's a good example. So XOXO is responding to Ethan saying, "Oh, hi Ethan Klein. After sending the tweet, I was made aware of one of the scumbags you posted was a minor, not one of legal drinking age." I'm going to be honest with you. This sentence structure fucks with my brain hard. Because when you start researching into people who have like done the noncing, or like people like Dr. Disrespect who have allegedly done the noncing, you start paying a lot of attention to how people choose words. One of the scumbags you posted was a minor. So I'm thinking under 18. One not of legal drinking age. But drinking age in America is 21. But someone who's 19 isn't a minor. So is this someone who's between 18 and 20? Or is this someone who's below the age of 18 and you've just decided to do the weirdest fucking emphasis on the fact that they can't drink? Why does it matter that they can't drink? This has the energy of actually this person's like 20, but I just want to use the word minor in a sentence. How do you know they're in America? Because America is the only place I know of that has a different drinking age to the age when you become an adult. I don't know of a single different country that does it. And statistically speaking, when it comes to tankies, who else do you think it's going to be? You will get an occasional tanky immigrant, but do you know how fucking rare it is for tankies to be from anywhere else than America? You have to have been raised in an environment as far away from communism as America is, by people vehemently opposed to communism, but also that don't know that much about communism, in order to be so deluded about communism that you become a tanky. Not even a communist, but a tanky. Bro, this is a proper American moment, okay? We get a few of those, but like, come on. True, Ison, true. You have a podcast which reaches hundreds of thousands of people. Go talk generally about the harassment you're receiving there on your little stories. I just think as a 30-plus-year-old adult, you might want to rethink the way you're engaging with individuals who talk about you online. Ethan should not rethink the individuals who talk to him that way online, okay? He should absolutely go as hard as he's saying. You don't want Ethan Klein to quote tweet you and call you a fucking idiot, and then his fans to call you a fucking idiot. Don't attack him. It's as simple as that. And if you do want to attack him, then you will be called a fucking idiot, potentially. That's how the game works. Counterpoint to the argument presented in the tweet, your PFP is a gay dolphin. True. Do I think I got him by pointing out he's using his massive online platform to fight with children? Yeah, actually. Oh, someone's with a similar vibe to me. A minor, one not of legal drinking age. What? Oh, two different people. One a minor, one not of legal drinking age. With that sentence structure, there is no fucking shot that anyone could have understood that is what that means. And hey, Dora, how you doing? Numi, Lily, and Cinder are 3 of the biggest indie VTubers out there. Isn't Melody bigger than some of them? And the Melody's an indie as well? I don't know. Being a minor is completely irrelevant. Your age doesn't give you a free pass to act like a complete idiot online. Good to know you support bullying children. Hey, if this is what bullying children means, then knock yourself out. Yeah, let's teach underage children a lesson by sending them harassment online. That's reasonable and mature thing to do for sure. Fucker, this is a fucking idiot. Whoever this dolphin person is, this is a muppet, a tool, an actual cretin. Oh, this is just Destiny's Reddit again. Yeah, so basically this entire Ethan Klein Sans community situation, Ethan Klein Frogan situation is happening because of Bin Laden, and I don't know why. I don't know how. It's a bit confusing to me. It's a bit unclear. Don't know what the point of this is. But it happened. If you're a child, get off the platform then if it's so harmful. The thing that gets to me, Cooper, is that, like, these are cry bullies. It's always cry bully tactics with these people. Every single time, it's cry bully tactics. Relentlessly cry bully tactics. And it's fucking... This is... If I was to levy one complaint again... Oh, no, because this isn't even true anymore. I was going to say if I was to levy one complaint against the online left, it would be the cry bully tactics. But fucking, like... Rightoids nowadays do it as well. It happens all the time, like the censorship shit, yeah, all of that is just... Ugh. Fucking yikes. But yeah, figured we'll go through it, figured I'll share, figured we'll talk about it, because once again, fuck Frogan. Effectively, I understand she's only took part in this one tweet, but I really don't like her. She's a cunt. And fuck everyone else who took a part in this as well. Most of these people I don't know or I don't care about. This dolphin person and Frogan can go and fuck themselves. But hey, speaking of debates and whatnots, okay, online beef, battles, fights and everything else, here's what we need to figure out. Kids want to sound smart and talk like big kid, they're gonna catch big kid hands. True, Danny, true. Here's the thing that I'm concerned about. So I wanted to watch this video right here, but I was informed by Cheeto that Jubilee is fucking relentless with DMCAing stuff. And I am streaming to YouTube right now. YouTube chatters, I would kindly request from you to switch over to Twitch, because if they are DMCAing fucking viciously, I can't be fucked to be dealing with that right now. I'm already like postponing streams, calling them off. I have way too much shit going on IRL and will continue for the, like, I don't know, hopefully not until the end of the year, but I don't know. I can't be fucked to do with DMCAs either. So if I could kindly encourage you to jump over to Twitch, I'd appreciate that. And before I end the YouTube stream, the money box is still active. It will continue being active. We are about $20 away, I want to say, from hitting 1,000 Polish zlotys, which is a very, very nice sum. Is it 20 bucks? I don't want to lie to you. It'll be a bit more than 20 bucks. It'll be like 22. Fuck. Fuck, 23 maybe? Google, come on, man. It's going to be 24. Yeah, it's 24. We're 24 USD away. But yeah, this amount of money that we've raised is already fucking amazing. So thank you very much for that. And on that note, I will be ending the YouTube stream and we're going to be staying just on Twitch. I think Hassan often streams Jubilee, so he should be fine. Hassan doesn't stream to YouTube, does he? He just has stuff uploaded to YouTube that's been cut from his VOD. Yeah, I will, since Cheeto told me to be safe with it, I can do some research into it later myself, but for now, YouTube, goodbye, love you loads, and I'll talk to you soon.